What's up, guys? Chris the Chef Sports Cards here. We're doing 2021 Topps Big League Quarter Case Break number 2. How is everyone this evening? Welcome, 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 especially if you're new to the channel. Welcome. A little bit about us. We've been around for over 4 years now. We break mostly baseball with a little bit of everything else mixed in. Man, I'm totally off center here. That's not cool. That's a little better. Let's bring Jesus Sanchez into the picture. There we go. We ship all cards from every break. We're very generous with the top loading, and we ship as quickly as our little hands will move, usually in a day or two of the break. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We do free breaks, and when we do them, we use our subscriber list from YouTube. So if you want a chance to get in any of our future free breaks, all you got to do is subscribe to the channel. Your name will go on the random, and who knows, maybe you'll pick up a spot in a future free break. All right, teams. Let's do it. Braves, Kevin A. Orioles, Christopher K. Red Sox, Carl B. Cubs, Paul K. White Sox, Jason K. Reds, Tony F. Guardians, Rockies, Tigers, and Royals, Chris F. Astros, Eric M. Angels, Ryan B. Dodgers, Chris F. Brewers, Philip N. Twins, Chris F. Mets, Rich L. Yankees, Brian R. Phillies, Wayne R. Pirates, Philip N. Cardinals, James R. Padres, Michael F. Giants, Sean L. Mariners, Chris F. Rays and Rangers, Jeffrey S. And Blue Jays and Nationals, Michael F. Okay. Hold on one sec. There you go. We do have a new website. I'll talk about it once we get into the break a little bit. I'll be talking about it a lot. I'm sure you guys will get sick of hearing me talk about it. All right, box number 1. Let's do it. As I was just saying, we do have a new website. It's still being, let's say, populated, meaning there's still a lot of filler on there, so don't necessarily pay attention to everything. There are some personal boxes up there right now that can be purchased. There will be breaks starting next week. We'll just talk about it until people start going and buying. So if you want to check it out, you see there's a link right there, chefsportscards.com. And hopefully one day we'll stop using eBay. Stop paying 19% to eBay. Thanks, Christopher. Thanks for joining us, buddy. I appreciate it. Let's do a little camera fixing. Let's see. All right, here we go. Good luck, everybody. You know what? Let me bring my camera up just a little bit. Let's try that. That's better. All right, here we go. Okay, so Big League. This is our second Big League. This is going to be our last Big League break. We have a few boxes up for personals. Any cards like this, triple player, the NL leaders, AL leaders, will start on the left with the Mets, Reds, Phillies, and then we'll just kind of go 1, 1, 1 and spread them out. Okay. If we get one that's numbered, then we'll, we'll random it amongst all the teams. All right, Yomankata orange. Thanks, Brian. Appreciate it, buddy. And like I said, there's no breaks up there yet, just personals, but there will be probably Monday or Tuesday I'll have them up by. Kirk, like next week, I'll definitely put up a Donruss break or two. We'll put up a Bowman break or two on there. We're going to start out slow, I mean, look, 90% of the stuff's still going to go through eBay for the time being while I talk it up. But I'm getting some coupons made up for everyone. There's a Kyle Lewis orange, which I'll send out in packages over the next few weeks with coupon codes for you guys to get some discounts and all that kind of stuff. So keep an eye out for it. I have those out at the printer now, and we just want to keep talking it up and try and get people over there if we can. Joey Gallo and Geo Orange. Believe me, it would be wonderful for everybody. I mean, honestly, it would pass some savings on to you guys too. In the beginning, we're just going to do some randoms. I'm not going to probably get into pick your teams for a little while. No Syndergaard Orange, but we'll get there. So it's going to be a slow and steady process, but if you check it out, and then we usually break Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. I would most likely say for now, there's a Jazz rookie. Correa. If you buy a personal, we'll probably do them on one of those nights. So like, after we finish the breaks on Thursday, we'll do any personals after that, so on and so forth. But at the same time, if I'm available, I'll do it anytime. I'll email you and say, hey, I can jump on now and do it for you if you want, or whatever. But it's going to be a process. It'll take some time, so we'll get it there. Real Muto, Defensive Wizards, NL RBI Leaders. And I'll talk about it enough that you guys will be sick to hear about it, I'm sure. Hey, oh, nice. For the Atlanta Braves, Ozzie Albies, a big league autograph. Very nice. For Kevin, there you go, buddy. That's worth the $8 spot. So one thing I love about Big League, it's a cheap break. You know what I mean? It's all, it's so cheap. I mean, yeah, there's not a ton in them, I get it, but some of the stuff you can get is really nice, especially the autos. If you look at the auto checklist for a Big League, everybody's in here. Trout, Ohtani, everybody. Now how many there are, who knows? There's probably like 5 Trouts in the entire run or something, but we've always had some good luck with it. I mean, it's a set collector's product, and it's not expensive, but it's fun. And I'll tell you what, I had a lot of Ohtani and Max Muncy. I had a lot of Ohtani and Acuna rookies from Big League from 2018 that sold for like $20-25 a piece. I wasn't complaining. They sold quick. Yastrzemski and Sixto, orange rookie. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, you can open an account, sign up on there, start an account on the website, so it'll have all your information in there. You don't have to have an account to purchase or anything like that, not like some other guys out there. For Toronto, Nate Pearson to rookie 144 of 199. But if you want, you can have your own account on the page. It's not like, Cardsmiths or one of these guys where you have to be approved to have an account or anything like that. You can have an account or not, but if you do, that way you can track past purchases and you can put a nickname in there for yourself. There's some benefits to having an account on there. And of course, we'll add those Arenado and Altuve to anybody when we do our free breaks. Of course, anybody who has accounts on the website will be added to that list too, if they're not, on the YouTube one already. But, you just go in, you put in your basic information, address, and all that stuff, and you have an account. And it makes it easier to check out and all that stuff. We're using PayPal. There's a Pavin Smith rookie. Acuna orange. PayPal, so you can do credit cards, debit cards, Venmo. Obviously, PayPal Direct. I think that's it for now. I was going to set it up we're working on getting like Apple Pay and that stuff in there too. So, or Cash App or whatever. Joey Bart rookie. So hopefully, I'd love to, for those of you out there, and many of you have websites of your own, it's never done. You know what I mean? It's always a work in progress. So, we'll get it to as good as we can. Aaron Judge wanted, and Chris Paddock orange. Spencer Howard rookie, Shane Bieber, and Trevor Rogers rookie orange. Those orange rookies, we'll make sure get sleeved and top loaded. Yelich, Lindor, and Patino rookie orange for the Rays. Trout, Abreu, and Daniel Bard. Carlson rookie, Yelich, and Sam Huff rookie orange. Oh, here, just show it off. My latest Trout acquisition. For those of you who don't know, I'm on this thing of buying PSA 10 Mike Trouts. Nice 17 short print just came in today. I'm like obsessed with PSA 10 Trouts right now. I think I have like 40 or so at this point of all kinds of cards. Some worth a lot and some worth, you know, not a lot. But I just keep buying any I can get my hands on. I actually have another one coming in tomorrow too, the 2014 sliding one. I was trying to find one with the sparkle on it, but those things are so expensive that I'd have to think about that one for a while. All right, box number 2. I want to. My fingers don't want to. They're sticking. Greinke orange. Big League's not easy, but it's not as bad as opening day. So where it's 8 million packs with like 7 cards in a pack. Buxton wanted, and Vladdy orange. Kirilloff rookie. Pete Alonso. Oh yeah, he's taking off, huh? Yeah, what do we got here for the White Sox? Jose Abreu, 181 of 199. A little tiny, little chippy down here on the bottom. Not terrible, but for the White Sox is Jason. Goldschmidt and Hosmer orange. Sorry, I had to get a Mento before my voice starts completely going on. Don Mattingly award winners, huh? Harihara rookie. Ryan Mountcastle rookie. Dilson Lamet orange. Yeah, he's doing well. You know, the funny thing was, I was saying about that article I was reading yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday. Tanner Houck. It's probably, I'm sure it's still up on MLB.com about all the new acquisitions and how they're doing so far. And they were in that part about Correa, they were saying how he's hitting like 182 and only one home run or whatever it was. And he's like, but they're still winning, so it's not a big deal. Like he's got time to figure it out because they're winning. Tatis and Dodgers highlights card. How about Schwarber freaking out on the ump last week? Wasn't that great? It was so good. I thought he was going to hit that guy. Kyle Lewis, award winners, orange. I've watched the replay of that, like, seriously, like 50 times. Every time I see it online, I have to watch it again. I think it's so great. Sixto rookie. And Jacob Degrom. The guy's back there signing stuff. Showing him on the... Who's this guy? Oh, he's doing pictures or something. Dansby and Joey Votto, orange. So we got soccer coming up at 10:30 tonight, or 11:30 tonight, and then that'll be it for tonight. I'm into soccer, man. Jazz rookie. I think we're going to see more. Cronenworth rookie, orange. Oh, I know. No, I know he's got plenty of time to get it. I'm not even worried about Correa. It's just, I was talking about it in the last break. There was an article on MLB.com that went through every team's like big acquisition from this past season, from the off season, whether it was, before the lockout or, that crazy week they had after. And they were just doing kind of like a 20 game update on everyone. And to be honest with you, like 90% of the people are playing like shit, which is not unusual. I've talked about this before. Anytime you get somebody in baseball, Clark Schmidt rookie, it takes them time to adjust. You know what I mean? No matter how big a name they are, like it just does, But in the article, they were talking about how, which players are doing what and so on and so forth. And they got to Correa and they wrote this whole thing about how he's only at 182. He only has one home run, blah, 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 But it said in there, like, but they're still winning, so who cares? He'll get on track, which is true. Like you said, he'll be fine. I would think it'd be a fairly big transition to go, like, physically, weather-wise and stuff, to go from playing in Houston to playing in Minnesota. The weather's still cold up there. Varsho rookie. And that has so much to do in baseball. So many guys have a tough time hitting in cold weather, All right, buddy, let's see if we can't find one. I'd say we got a pretty good shot at it. Jackie Bradley Jr. Like, that's the thing. Like, especially for somebody who's playing in Houston all that time, you're not really, and playing in an indoor stadium, technically. I mean, I think Houston's retractable, isn't it? Like, they can play either way, but I'm sure that has an effect, Alec Baum rookie. And David Dahl. You know how it is, though. It's just like sports talk. They got to have something to write about. You know what I mean? So, Kirilloff rookie. Like, Correa's not doing great. Let's write this whole article about, how shitty he's playing. It's like, all right. Well, but it's Correa. He's going to be fine, I'm a sucker for all those stupid articles on MLB.com too. I get like the alert on my phone. I'll be at work and be like, "Ooh, what's that?" Like, like it's going to be so interesting. It's the same crap they always write. Oh yeah, no, Christopher, I agree with you 100%, dude. Like, and look, I understand why they're hard on him, and some obviously New York is a very tough, town no matter what. But you spend a lot of money for a guy this now. Look, we went through it with Harper when he first came here. You know what I mean? It's like the guy won the MVP last year, but the two previous years he wasn't looking so great. I mean, he was fine, but it takes time for these guys to adjust and get used to a new team, a new city, everything. If I could pick it up for Boston, Chris Sale to 75, 69 of 75. For Carl. Good buddy. But, and like anything else, you pay for a superstar, they want a superstar day one. They don't take into account the fact that, what these guys go through. And believe me, I'm not boo-hooing the players that they're, $40 million contracts. They should be able to handle it, but there's a change there, a transition, moving, doing all that stuff, going to a new field, going to a new, it takes time to get used to it. And when the Twins are winning a World Series, in the next year or two, Colton Wong and Correa will be able to shove it down the throat of whoever wrote that. Yeah, they were kind of saying the same thing with Baez in Detroit and stuff like that, too. Tyler Linderbaum. Who's Tyler Linderbaum? He's a big boy for the Ravens. Vladdy and Freddie Freeman. Orange. The Jets are on the clock. Does it really matter? It's the Jets. Sorry, Rich. I think you're a Jets fan, right? Joe Adell rookie. Castellanos. What are the Jets going to do about that quarterback they got last year? He wasn't very good this year. Are they going to stick with him for another year, or are they going to give up on him already? The hell's that kid's name? Wilson or whatever? I totally get what you think. Oh yeah, no, I agree, Christopher. It's especially in baseball. Especially in baseball. It's such a long season. And there are so many factors that go into it. I mean, unfortunately, in a sport like football, you don't have the opportunity to have too many hot or cold streaks because there's so few games, But like baseball is so long. And look, nobody loves baseball as much as I do. I mean, there are people out there who love it as much as I do. I love baseball. But I'm even, as a lover of the game, the first one to tell you that it is a ridiculously long season. What these guys are put through, like, I wouldn't have a problem if there was, not that it wouldn't be the same amount of time, but just maybe give them a few more days off, because I don't know how they drag themselves through that. I got to be honest. Like, my son's a baseball player. He's a junior. He plays for the varsity at his high school, and a few years ago when he was a little bit younger, he's playing all these travel teams and stuff. He doesn't want to travel like that anymore, And he's not a person who's sitting here like, oh, I'm going to be a professional ball player one day. He's not. He's good, but, he's kind of realistic about it. Like, if I play in college, fine, but if I don't, whatever. And I've been through a few seasons with my son where he had like 80 and 90 games in a season, and it was ridiculous, like... And I mean, he was like 14, 15 at the time, whatever it was. And I'd sit there and be like, and pro players play twice this much. It's insanity. Like whoever came up with that number, I don't know. Like I'd be okay with a 140 game season. It could be over the same amount of time, but give them a few days off here and there, Yeah, you think he's going to be okay, Rich? All right, I'll take your word for it. I know he was playing better at the end of the season. Um, yeah, you know how it is with those quarterbacks, though, man. They don't give them a lot of time sometimes. They just, which I feel bad for because, and I know we've talked about this before, but it's almost like, especially in football, if you want to make it, you got to do it at the right time. You know. And I mean, there's some teams that would get a quarterback like that, even though they, took him second in the draft or whatever, who would be like, all right, on to the next. you know? The money's certainly not a big deal to any of these teams, that's for sure. They piss away money like it's nothing. Dahlback rookie. And Benintendi. Oh, who'd they get? I didn't even see. I have it on, but it's like in the corner of my desk here. Cronenworth rookie. I'll tell you what, the Mets look really good right now. And considering I'm a Phillies fan, it makes me feel sick to my stomach. But man, they look, not just that they're playing well, they just look confident. Like they just, oh, it's annoying. They just look like they're going to beat you, you know? And for the St. Louis Cardinals, Jake Woodford, orange, 71 of 99 rookie autograph. Yeah, I live right outside of Philly. I live on the main line. And I'm a 4 for 4 guy. I'm Phillies, Eagles, Sixers, and Flyers. Although it was nice to see the Sixers finish that tonight. They were making everyone a little nervous. There you go. Now, see, this is like an annoyance to me with Topps. Beautiful card, awesome card. Congrats to Cardinals, which is James. But oranges are to 25 Topps. Stop screwing with it. Voigt and Kershaw orange. As a 40-year Mets fan, I'm hopefully optimistic. You should be. They look good. They don't not just like I said. There's something to, and I mean everybody knows this. I'm not saying anything anybody else doesn't know, but there's something to a swagger of a team. You know what I mean? And I don't know. The Mets just look like they have it right now. Like this game's won before we even get on the field, and that scares the heck out of me as a Phillies fan. Because I truly believe that the Phillies have a lineup, if they would get things going, that could be very competitive and do very well. But I don't know. When you look at the Mets in the division, you're like, oh, crap. Scherzer looks good. It just, what are they, like 13-5 or something like that already? I mean, everybody's like 5-6 games behind them already. It's not even friggin' May yet. Oh, Max helps a lot. I like the Orioles too. I always have. We go down there. My son and I have been down there a few times. Yastrzemski and Otani. Um, I always kind of consider the Orioles to be like my AL team. Although I love every team, to be honest. I can watch anybody play. But the last time, now this is a while back. It's been a while now. The last time I was there was during the riots. We had tickets, my son and I do. We wanted to see Abreu play for the White Sox, and they were coming to town, and that was when the riots were going on. And I watched the news all day, and they said the game's on, the game's on, the game's on. I drove all the way to Baltimore, and then they were like, game's canceled. It's like, great. But no, it's been a while, obviously, since we've been down there, but I'm definitely a Orioles fan myself. So. 14-6. Oh yeah, Chris, did you like that? I literally just kind of came across that in a box. I mean, I know it wasn't anything like crazy or anything, but it's not a card I've seen in a while, that's for sure. I have a couple of crazy Buxton autos here. Trout that are like Onyx autos from when he was a prospect and stuff. I don't even know how I got them. They're like graded. I just found them like last week. I was like, where the hell did I get these? I have like 2 or 3 of them. 14 and 6. It sounds like a pretty good number to me. Sam Huff rookie. And Giolito orange. See, that's where you gotta, Rich, you gotta take it, at the one team's doing well, it's gotta do well for all, Like if the Jets are terrible, well, but look at the Mets. That's the way I do it. Trevor Story. Although I get this horrible feeling that the Sixers are gonna break our heart again this year. Especially with his with Embiid's little knee thing he's got going on. It has me very worried at this point. Yeah, it was a while ago. It was because my son was much younger. I think it was. I think you're right. I think it was 2013. That was crazy. And then the worst was, I mean, you know where the stadium is down on the water and everything. Like things were kind of like towards the other end of town, but they were getting out of control really fast. And here I am with my son, who's okay. If it was 2013, he was like 10, I guess, at the time. And I'm just like, I gotta get the hell out of this town. Like, I'm waiting for like, just like a mob to come like raining down on us or whatever. It's so weird. And the crazy part was when we got there, and like I said, I watched the news all day. My son was in school. I picked him up from school and then we drove down because he wanted to be there for batting practice. When he was younger, we always made sure we made batting practice. There was nobody in that stadium. I'm telling you, there might have been 25 people in the whole stadium. So like, and honestly, if you're there, you know how bad things are. I didn't know how bad things were. I'm up in Philly, like watching the news, and I knew shit was going on, but I didn't know it was like, the city's coming under siege. So when we got in the stadium, and then probably about 10 minutes after we got in the stadium was when they came over and said, yeah, the game's going to be postponed, blah, blah, blah. There was nobody in there. It was so weird. And a couple of the guys came over. In fact, Abreu came over to my son and gave him an autographed ball and stuff like that. Because we actually told him we specifically came to that game to see him play. Because he was, that was, I think that was his second year, or again, I can't remember what year it was exactly, but Lorenzo K in orange. But it was a story, that's for sure. Blackman, and for Tampa Bay, Brett Phillips, 135 of 199. I swear I must have 20 Brett Phillips relics and like autographs from, what product was that from? Is it Elite Extra? No. Oh God! Well, yeah, I think Elite Extra from years ago when he was with Milwaukee. Like stacks of them. Yeah, no, he did get to meet Abreu. In fact, you can't see it, but I have um, a signed picture of his that's actually on the desk here. It's off to the side. It's not. I don't think it's ever really been seen on camera because it's kind of big. So I have it off to the one side behind my my Pikachu back here, and it was a picture of him at U.S. Cellular Field that I had that he signed for us that day when we were there, and I got it. It's it's JSA and all that stuff. It's pretty cool. But it's too big to use as a prop in the back. Like you wouldn't be able to see anything else. So. Bellinger and Stanton. Yeah, there were a couple guys. I forget who else. God, my son would remember. My memory's terrible. But, I mean, literally, like I said, there's only about 20 or 25 people in the whole stadium. I think my son was the only, like, one under 25. So when the players saw him, they all felt bad that they were canceling the game. So they came out and were pretty cool to him. Mookie Betts and Christian Javier orange. It's such a great place to see a game, man. Baltimore. I gotta get back down there. We should go. My son and I should go this summer to a game. Dylan Bundy. Then I can go get some crabs and some seafood, which I always like. Since we were so close, are there any cards you look with? Well, yeah, there's a huge card show here in Philadelphia. Dalton Varsho autograph rookie auto for Arizona. 3 times a year at the Valley Forge Convention Center is the Philly show, where it's really the East Coast card show. It's big. It's really big. In fact, Rich, who's right there above you, he can tell you about it too. Rich is from the area also. If you haven't checked out the East Coast Card Show or been to the Philly show, it's called either one. It's definitely worth coming and checking out. It's really, I mean, honestly, outside of like the National or whatever, it's about one of the biggest card shows you're going to see. They do it 3 times a year at the Valley Forge Convention Center, Valley Forge Casino in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania. So it's not, it's especially for you, for like where you live. It wouldn't be that far to come to, but it's a great show. It really is, and they do tons of, depending on what you're into. They do tons of box sales and stuff like that. Tons of vendors with individual cards and this and that. They do lots of signings, which Rich is big on. Of all different sports, all different years, Hall of Famers. I mean, he'd be better to tell you about than I would, because I'm not really that big into that side of it. But I mean, they get tons of people there to do signings. It's a big show. The last one was what was that, March? Rich, last month? So the next one will be, I don't even know when. Maybe, Rich, do you know when the next one is? Box number 5. I think last year it was like August. Oh man, another one of these. These are tough, man. We pulled one of these last time for the Dodgers. Home team traditions, the Dodger Dogs. These are 1 in every 1,006 packs. So they're like 1 every 3 cases or something like that. These traditions. A very short print card. From my man Chris. There you go. That'll work. The Dodger Dog, which most people will tell you is a pretty horrible hot dog. But it's been around forever. People in LA don't know hot dogs. It's in September? Yeah, September. I think wasn't it August last year? Anyway, it doesn't matter. But it is a huge show. I mean, huge. It really is. I would say, and I don't know, I would say there was probably 7,000 to 9,000 people at it last year. It takes up this entire convention center. It's also a lot bigger now than it used to be, like from just a few years ago, because the hobby's was blown up too. But there's not much you can't find at the Philly show. I mean, everybody, all the graders are there. I mean, it's a mini national is what it is. And it's big, so. I don't know. See how much it's worth. It's very short printed though. Those cards aren't easy to come by. I pulled one for John the other night. That Brewer one with the slide. That's why I was surprised to see another one. All right, it's the same case. But they're 1. I looked it up. They're 1 in every 1,006 packs. So they're not easy to come by. That hot dog might make you some serious scratch, my friend. Biggio. Yeah, it's always in December, and usually December and March. Like I said, I think last year was August, and maybe, like you guys said, September this year. But yeah, if you're gonna, you know why it's probably September? Because the National's in August in Atlantic City. That's the other thing too. The National this year is in Atlantic City, so and I want to say. Chris, I can't remember which weekend it is. I have it written down, but that's probably why why the Philly show's in September this year. So certainly, if you want to go to a card show, the Nationals is as big as it gets, and that won't be very far for you either. There he is. There you go, John or Chris. Kirilloff rookie orange. Throw him in a top loader for you. There you go, $20 for a Dodger dog card. Who knew? Who knew you could get $20 for a hot dog card? It's a cool card though. There you go, Chris, my man. Dansby. That's the type of card I would definitely keep myself. Whenever they're oddities, like I love all the stupid cards that come out of, well, not this past year, but in the past that come out of like Pro Debut, where it's like the popcorn vendor shirt from some stadium, like a relic card. Trout. Like, I always keep those cards and stick them in the back of a box because I just think they're funny. We didn't get that this year because they didn't have any relics in them this past year because of the pandemic, but it's always like some weird, this guy sells sodas at, nowhere, Mexico or whatever, Devers orange. That's the card you want. I know, man. I know. I was looking for you. All right, our last stack, and then we'll do a quick hit recap and get out of here. Casey Mize rookie and Gleiber orange. And soccer coming up next. Champion League soccer. Like I said, if you're not in that, we got Saturday and Sunday this week. Mostly baseball, and we do have a Contenders football break this weekend too. But got some 2021 Topps Chrome boxes that I got because Brian Hayes and some of those guys have been playing pretty well, so I thought maybe it'd be good to do some Topps Chrome this weekend. Also, Donruss comes out tomorrow, as I keep saying, I know, but so we'll have some Donruss on Saturday. Some more Optic this weekend, and whatever else we can find. And again, if you'd like a personal box, there's some up on the website. Check them out. Be happy to do them for you. And that will expand rapidly. That the choices for personals on there. I still have about 10 more I have to add, but that was just some stuff. That's stuff I have around here right now. I'm going to try to put a fair selection of everything together for personals, all sports. So I'm about to do a big, and I also want to do some packs too, like offer stuff that you can buy by the pack. So that's something I'm working on too, but in personals, so you don't just have to buy a box, you can buy it by the pack also. So millions of things to do that I have no time to get done, of course, but they'll get done somehow. I've been interviewing for an assistant, so I have to start bringing some people in to help, or else I'm going to have a heart attack in the middle of one of these breaks one night. Garcia rookie. Jacoby Jones. My other business is ridiculous. They're begging us to open another store in another building that we were in the past, but I have no interest in opening any more cafes. I just don't want to do it. They're putting the coals to my feet a little bit, so I don't know. We'll see. Just more work to do. Cronenworth rookie and Gleiber and JD Martinez orange. You got Seattle. Yeah, I haven't even really looked at the checklist yet for Donruss. I mean, obviously, everybody's looking for Wander Franco. Seattle should have I don't know. I mean, what's his name? Is Julio Rodriguez in there or who? Like I said, I have to look at the checklist tomorrow. So, alrighty, we're doing hit recap 42021 Topps Big League quarter case break number 2. So we got a million oranges here and some of um, the portrait rookies and stuff. We'll go through. We'll pull out the good rookies and everything. Make sure they get sleeves and top loaded, and then other stuff. Believe me, Chris, I wish you did live closer. I would hire you in a minute. And that's the thing. I'm trying to hire some people that I can trust. That's my work. I swear. And look, it's me. Okay. I'm a kind of a perfectionist. I'm a little anal about stuff. I get that. That's my work. I have people who want to work for me, but I'm afraid they won't do the job right. And that's more my fear than anything. Especially packing and shipping. It has me nervous, you know. All right, hit recap. So we got that Kirilloff orange that Chris was looking for. We had the super short print Dodger Dog Home Team Traditions, 1 in 1,006 packs. It's a good short print. Numbered cards: Nate Pearson to 199, Jose Abreu to 199, Brett Phillips to 199, and Chris Sale to 75. We had 3 autographs, which is not too shabby considering autographs are 1 in every 65 packs. So that's good. Ozzie Albies for Atlanta. Nice one there. Jake Woodford, a rookie to 99 for the Cardinals, and a rookie of Dalton Varsho. All right, guys, Big League's been fun. I appreciate it. We do have a few boxes up for personals. If anybody's interested, check it out on the website. Otherwise, if you can, hit that like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Take care. Bye.